everybody. I know I said I wasn't going to do a video on my tripod, but decided, what the heck, why not? I usually tighten it kind of tight on there, but without the case, I don't want to do that and damage the phone or anything. So I did it kind of more of a lightly on the tripod. Hopefully it doesn't fall or something, that would be pretty bad. So I'll give you a little life update, and we'll talk a little Giants and stuff as well. We'll do a little bit of everything. So Friday afternoon, I was basically listening to Casey Musgraves. Then I listened to Jay Mascis on my phone and my speaker, my Bluetooth speaker, which is basically a Bose, and my phone, it was a Google Pixel 3a. So it was old, and I stupidly one day got angry. I think it was after a Yankee game, and I threw my phone against the wall. We'll never do that again. Learned a lesson. It almost didn't come back up, but it did. But maybe it was damaged. It was an old phone. And after I listened to music on Friday, I turned the whole thing down. I turned it all down. And I don't know what happened. I turned it back up and it was locked. It was the phone was locked. So I tried everything and eventually found a way to get a pin in. Like, I figured if you put the pin number in, you do that on the emergency screen or whatever. I don't know how all this works, but I didn't know the pin. That was the problem. I didn't know the pin, and I was like freaking out. And then I worked with it all the way till, I want to say, 1 in the morning, and I found out that if you factory restore your phone, that you can bring it back up. So I did that. I was going to do that, and then I was like, no, I don't want to factory restore my phone. Plus, it's an old phone. I just bought a new one. I already bought the new one at that point. This one, it's a Pixel 7. Pixel 7 5G. So I ditched the idea of factory restore and spent the next, oh my God, it was like the next 3 to 4 days just really, really stressing. I think it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then I think finally on, was it Tuesday, I got my new phone hooked up, because my phone had come, I want to say Monday it came. So it was definitely a harrowing experience. And then I tried to get into my Patreon account. I couldn't get in because they were giving me as the number to send the code to my home phone. I'm like, what the actual F is going on here? And then I couldn't get into my TikTok account, which I have all these accounts. I have credit cards linked to. I have they're meaningful to me in a lot of ways. I like the artists. I like on TikTok, I've got like over 2,000 followers, and that means a lot to me. So I didn't know. I was freaking out. I was nervous. I was basically having a nervous breakdown at this point. I didn't know what to do, if I was ever going to get my phone. And then my sister moved, who runs the account, who runs the phone account. She ended up moving to Maryland. I live in Florida. So basically, her biggest concern wasn't my phone. Her biggest concern at that point was getting her house in order and her affairs in order up in Maryland. So like it was so tough getting her in line to do something, and then she finally did try to do something. Bless her heart, please, thank you, my sister Catherine. But it didn't work, so we had to go down to the phone store and deal with a guy that we are. Oh, and I forgot we already gone to the phone store and couldn't do anything because we couldn't get into the account. The account got locked. The T-Mobile account or the Metro T-Mobile, so it got locked at this point, and it was really bad. It was a bad situation. So finally, everything gets worked out on Tuesday. I get my phone back, and I was able to get into my Twitter and Patreon account, which I'm still like paranoid, thinking it's not going to work every time I do it. And then I also, I think the reason I might have gotten locked out of my phone, I'm not sure, was because I had a lot of Twitter, Google activity, getting rid of passwords that they were saying were all the same or something. So maybe they thought that was suspicious. And finally got rid of that like yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before? I forget when it was. But in the last couple of days, I got rid of the notice saying I had all the same account, all the same phone, passwords and stuff, which because I changed a lot of them and got rid of some and whatnot, and I dwindled it down from like I want to say like 90 something to 20 something, 24 maybe. So finally, now I got my credit card in my phone, and they're telling me I have to verify it, but I called the bank, the credit card company, and they're telling me no. That's a Google thing. We don't verify new phones and credit cards and Google and stuff. We don't do that. And I'm like, so ChatGPT, who I talked to, said, look, this happened to you before. I did have this happen. They wanted me to verify the credit card with the phone, and I never did it. And eventually, I kept buying stuff, and that's basically for Google Tap. When you want to tap and buy, I don't do that, so shouldn't be a problem. And if it is, I don't know. I don't know what I would do if that happened. Maybe get back into my Google account. I don't know, but I'm hoping that's not a problem. So I was told by ChatGPT, just don't worry about it. You verified it with your credit card. They said you do not have to verify with us. That's not how you do it. So they're telling me on Google, verify it with your credit card. I did. They said you don't do it that way. This is a Google thing. I don't know. I already made 2 purchases. I bought a tip for an ASM artist, and I bought a membership to an ASM artist with Google Pay. So I don't know about that. I am super paranoid. If you guys haven't realized this, probably my first video where I actually brought this up. So basically, I just gotta calm down and not worry about it. I did what I could do. There's not much more I could do. I've bought 2 items already. Maybe because they were smaller items, I didn't care. I'm not planning on buying something maybe all next month. So, what are they gonna do? I don't know. I've tried everything I could possibly try. There's nothing more I could do. I did change my number. My number, they kept telling me that it was either with an iPhone, which I don't have, or then they were telling me I'll verify it with your phone number, which they listed as my home phone number, which I changed the credit card number to verify it with my cell phone number. So hopefully, they said it takes about 24 hours to fully go through. Hopefully, if I ever have to do that, it'll work, because it just takes 24 hours to go through, even though on the website and the app it says it. So there's that. So that's been a real stressful time for me. It's been so tough on me. I have been just dealing with so many stressors right now in my life that I'm still not fully over it, but I just have to remember, take a deep breath. And just like do that like 3 times if you can. Anyone who has these stressors in life right now or whenever, if you just do like 3 deep breaths like that, you should be fine. But anyway, let's get to football. Let's get to something more fun. I know this is a kind of you know, a double whammy. Or wait, you know what? I'm gonna make another video. Okay, check out for my next video. It will be football after this. So I will not add this to this. It's too much stuff. Just no, it was tough for me. God bless everybody. God bless myself. God bless you. And may the force be with us all. And hopefully better times ahead for me and for everybody. And hopefully we're all doing good. And thank you for subbing. And may the force be with you. And God bless.